Oh, what is going on, everybody? My name is Japes. Welcome back to I think we're on big episode number 10 now, my Path to Power. So we had some stuff sell on right there. We're going through, clearing them out. Remember, those guys were all off contract when we sold them, and we still got them. We also picked up some players. Ochoa, going to slot him in at goal. We got Navas, Martinez, and Navas is just going to kind of hang out his backup. Remember, I talked about him being bad, but the price is right, though. The big signing for this episode, welcome to the team, James Rodriguez. 3,600 coins, by far the most expensive player we have picked up thus far, but he can play in the midfield. He can play as our center forward. He's going to give us some options, though. Before we get any further along, if you guys are looking to pick up any FIFA coins, head on over to justfifacoins.com. You can use the code JAPES to get yourself a 5% discount. So, slot James right on in. I couldn't resist. I wanted to see how he would go. And this is what our starting kind of, at minus Correa, but using Griezmann, James, and Bruma gives you a very, very solid BBVA attack. And if you're looking, I get asked in the stream all the time, so Japes, can you just make what's a budget version of this team? I think this is a pretty solid attack on a relatively cheap budget. You're looking at just over 5,000 coins probably for the lot of them, or if you're patient, probably right around 5,000 coins. Make an absolute mess of this, but somehow finds its way to Tony Cruz over to James Rodriguez, and he gets all sorts of turned around, and James has the goal on his debut. Just 10 minutes in, and he's got his first goal, which is exactly what I was hoping to see, exactly why we bought him. And this guy just decides that, he's got his little swag abbreviation. He has his Aubameyang up front, and he decides, this game maybe isn't for him. So not even 10 minutes in, and we've got one rage quit for the episode. 18, 1-1. We've got 1,800 coins as well to work with, but I'm kind of hanging out waiting because we're closing in on the end of this season. Now, this was a problem. My entire back line was out of contract. So I decided to give DeMarcos a contract. I don't really care for Thomas Vermaelen, so list him up 800 coins by now. Again, we paid 350 for him. List him up 500 coins by now. And we're going to make a few coins on these guys. Not a ton, but a couple hundred coins here, a couple hundred coins there, and our coin total will slowly start to increase because of it. And that's exactly what you want to see, is work things around a little bit. And we still have plenty of players to replace them along the back line, though. Once Johnny, our left back, runs out of contract, then I'm going to have to do some left back buying. Red Rum Reflex. Didn't know what to expect. He's got those weird camo kits. And I saw a team of the season, Eremenko, and I thought, Depay and Tosic are also very quick. This could be a difficult match. That's a pretty well-constructed false nine team. And I'm not used to seeing many false nines in these divisions. Generally, it's more of that 4-1-2-1-2 narrow or 4-4-2s, just different. It's just a different kind of mentality. But the kid Bruma is just so quick and so good. If you misjudge what he's doing at all, just like what happened right there, you're going to be in a world of hurt. Squares this one back across. Is Griezmann waiting for it on the far corner. We have another goal inside 10 minutes. A little fortunate with that kind of fake shot going back to the end line. 56 minutes in, I don't know if his batteries died or what happened, but he paused it. He didn't come back, and I'd managed to take it away right on time as it was happening. Push comes to shove, I felt a little bit guilty for scoring that goal after. But I told myself, as long as he doesn't score on you, then it's just not going to matter. Right? Because then it would have been a 1-0 or whatever regardless, though he did pick up his controller. He's playing again. 72nd minute, 2-0 now, and that's not the ball that we wanted. We wanted to go out wide to Griezmann, but he makes a really risky, poor choice right there. And it deflects off of Giovanni Dos Santos' face. And we are going to get yet another rage quit coming in here. So I'm not sure exactly why I watched all three of those replays. I think I might have probably went to check Twitter or something like that. The rage quit was real. He'd only taken one shot the entire game. So we are one win away from the title right now. 5-0, and I don't really want to count that one. The one, remember, is, of course, that EA disconnect, and it was after the game was already completed. It's not like my internet went out or anything like that. Nonetheless, moving forward, this guy, I saw the 5 back and I didn't know. I saw this and I was like, what is that team? I also was like, what are you? Vidal is the striker. That is an interesting option. Not sure why you don't have Tevez up there, but I'm going to let him do his thing. And I thought we were going to get a goal square away off a kickoff. We did not. And then I realized what the tactic was going to be. This guy knew how to take advantage of he was a pretty good sprint dribbler right there. That's a great cut. Plays it over to Vidal, and Vidal is a striker. That's a quality finish from the Chilean. Welcome to Bayern Munich, by the way, Arturo. I thought I should reach out and, let you know, officially in Path to Power. Glad to have you. as a player, maybe some of his, as long as he keeps away from some of his dirty on the field antics, I'll be a happy guy. But he manages to run free again with Vidal, misjudges pace, misjudges strength, and he floats a brilliant ball to Ibra. And I'm down 2-0 in 23 minutes against a 5-back. I wasn't sure whether to hang my head in shame. I didn't know what to do with it. So I just put my head down and said, we're going to try to get this. He makes a little bit of a switching error, played out wide to Jesse Rodriguez, squares it across for Bruma. Bruma, the kid, going to put it away at the near post. So we got one back. 2-0, the most dangerous lead in soccer or in football, wherever you're from. So I'm told. Because you get one back and then the team starts to panic. And that was his game plan, as you can tell. Everything's just straight up ready for those through balls. Beñat out wide to Jesse Rodriguez, inside to Beñat, up to James Rodriguez. We got all sorts of Rodriguez going on, but he plays a brilliant ball. That kid Bruma slotting in behind, finishes clinically. I think he's only got 60-something shooting. It's a lie, I tell you. It's a lie. We're brought back level in the 66th minute. So I'm smiles at this point because this kid is backpedaling. He's got to be getting nervous. His mental game has got to be going downhill because I went attacking and I stayed on attacking as well because it was working for me. He didn't know how to deal with the extra pressure and then kind of the extra guys forward. So I figured if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And this is Hesse, and I didn't know quite what I wanted to do with this, but it ends up working out because Beñat finds a little bit of free space off of kind of a lucky deflection. 82nd minute, we get that 3-2 lead. Yes! Yes! I was pretty pumped. I was pretty pleased with that. But we're now, again, it's Bruma just using his pace, and it's just all too much. Lovely little LTRT sends the defender wondering why that didn't go in, or at least I was wondering why that didn't go in at this point. But it was because I'm on semi-assisted shooting and I held it over maybe a little too far, and maybe he does only have 60 shooting and it's not as forgiving as some of the top guys, but it works out nonetheless. And this is, again, just James just finding the kid Bruma, who's streaking forward. 4-2. The comeback is officially complete. We've got our 2-goal lead, locked things down. Yeah, and this was just all sorts of positive. Gonna get another rage quit in here. So I was at 3 for 3 on the Ep. I think it was. And the title to go along with it. So 5,000 coins. Gonna get us up to a nice looking BBVA player. We're gonna have some coins to do some things in the next episode. So be sure to be on the lookout for that. Thank you all so much for tuning in. My name is Japes, and I will catch you all next time.